Let's see here. It's about 7:40. Hey, can you like? I'm sorry to bother you. Could you bring a charger cord in here? My phone's at 27. And both chargers should not be in the bedroom. Well, technically all three of them are, so. So you got the brown one and the two blue ones.
You say they should not be in the bedroom?
Not all of them. You should have like one or two of them out in the living room.
Well, you left yours upstairs.
Oh. Okay. Well, if you could get it, that'd be great. Thank you. I can't win with this character creator. It looks great from this angle, but actually it's a bit easier to see the mistakes up close. Yeah, my under my chin isn't like that. So my nose is also not that soft. Like, jeez. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to combine the nostrils and the whatever the front part of your nose is called, but it's not a good thing. So, welcome back to some Elden Ring. Back on the PS4 normal because the Pro is in another state, and I still don't have a PS5 after waiting probably more than 4 years now for one. But this is my New Game Plus 7 character, and if you want to see her stats, she's at 545 with 4 million needed to level up. But as you see, all my stats are basically 80 except for Faith, which is probably something I should change. I should probably switch Arcane and Faith, or maybe just ditch Arcane and get everything up to 90. I don't know which face would be better. Let me check here. Also, there's like a heavy filter on my end. I'm not sure if you guys have it. Also, the brightness is basically maxed out for you guys, so you guys can see in the darker areas. Kind of don't want to leave you guys in the dark. Sorry, I had to. Alright, let's see. That one's more bearable. The nose looks more like a nose. The under the chin is still not so bearable, but I've played around with these character creators for way too long, and yeah, I've got way too much. I even have fucking Santa Claus, so there you go. I like how I can make Santa Claus and be happy, but I can't make my own character and be happy. Right, because I want her to look a certain way, and I can't get that look. Oh yeah, that's better. Lighting doesn't do it justice, but oh well. Let's see here. Bit bulky in the cheeks, but oh well. That's about as close as I'm gonna get without being in the Demon Souls remake, which I've had a touch of. Thanks to my dad, I've had to be able to play some whenever I visit, because it's like once a week, sometimes once a month we play Demon Souls, so because the other weeks we probably do something else. But regardless, I'm gonna give my dad one last chance. Well, my mom actually kind of reintroduced him suddenly, and I'm basically been thrust into the relationship, but you know, he looks like he's actually trying this time, so fingers crossed he actually wants a relationship with me that isn't toxic, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's just pulling another one of his games to where, like, he wants to feel superior to someone, and the only one he knows the only one he thinks he knows is worse than him is me. So yeah. Yeah, my dad's not the greatest person. Yet, you know, I've already vented about my childhood. I don't need to do that anymore. Oh, I must have started. Oh yeah, because this is officially New Game Plus 7, right? Because I keep getting New Game Plus 6, New Game Plus 7 confused. But hey, this means it's a fresh start, and I can just go on through the game and just stomp everything in the beginning and then get my shit stomped. Sorry. I hope it's been a minute. I don't think I have this here. Unless there's no grace in the little mini dungeon. If it's already open, I probably already did it. It's not a mini dungeon. I mean, it might as well be, because I'm used to Elder Scrolls dungeons. I really hope I'm coming through clear. Carrie, could you check this stream to make sure I'm coming through louder than the game? I mean, once the game's done loading.
You are coming through clear.
Louder than the game? At least louder than the music.
I can't even hear the game's music.
Okay, okay, so that's good.
And again, that's just
I guess I can turn it up to a 6. It's been a while, so it'll take some warming up because I've these guys are too weak. The closest I've actually been to playing Elden Ring is playing Demon Souls Remake. Very rarely, but I know I said I'd play it with you guys, but my dad had it for PS Plus for free, so I was just like, hey, you mind if I play? And then I ended up playing the entire thing. I mean, I didn't play the entire thing because I didn't explore every new DLC, or not DLC, every new remake thing, but I did enjoy seeing the sights. I haven't seen all the sights, nor have I really stopped to see the sights, because when I do my playthrough, I'm not going to feel rushed. So I'm going to take my time when I do my playthrough. I'm going to do it right. I'm not just going to sit there and be like, oh, I'm on a time limit, you know. Gotta get this done. Because that's how I played the PS3. Because, you know, I was just like used to Dark Souls and whatnot, where if you don't rush through, you're getting your butt handed to you. Carry Embers incoming on your left, behind the TV. She's gonna be after your sandwich because she's always begging. Really wish the spray bottle didn't break, but oh well. So I defeated Margit. I've skipped Stormvale Castle. And I'm about Fallen Ruins of the Lake. Oh, I don't have the underground map. Okay. What did I... Oh, that resets it to my location. Okay, I thought I locked the map for a second. That'd be a cool feature. As you see, I have everything discovered except for maybe like a cave here or there or something. Yeah, there's not like an achievement for discovering every single site of grace. To be fair, I've probably missed one or two. Not in this playthrough. Obviously, I've missed more than one or two. I just mean in my total gameplay. So, where should I head to first? Guess I could check to see if Tree Sentinel's defeated. I want to start off late and then work my way up, because I know New Game Plus 7 can get pretty brutal pretty quickly. So, yeah. There's a heavy filter, and the brightness is going to be pretty high, so I apologize. Also, Carrie, now would be the perfect time to test to see if my voice is coming through clearer than the game music. Because you got that siren ambience music. I called it music. I'm glad we can customize our ears in the Demon Souls remake. Too bad there's no, like... Okay, good. Like, there's no hairstyles that really show off your ears that look any good in Demon Souls Remake. At least for... Well, I guess everyone shares the same hairstyles. Never mind. I'm so used to the other Souls games. Albeit, Elden Ring did make the hairstyles whoever, you know, and didn't just lock it to one sex. Kinda wish they'd gone full-fledged Demon Souls Remake and was like, you can choose whatever voice you want and whatever animation set you want. But no, we gotta rely on an entire talisman slot to do that for us. And we still can't even change the voices. Alright, troll, you shall be my first. Not victim. I was gonna say sparring partner, but that doesn't sound right either. Warm up, there we go. I mean, my first warm up. Okay, that doesn't help you block, got it. That'd have been cool if I actually staggered him. I hate shockwaves. They're a cheap way for enemies to get damage in without having to put in any work. Amber, get off my PlayStation. Oh, I didn't change all my tiers to Crimson. I was gonna do that before I started streaming, and then I got distracted. I probably have ADHD, but, you know. What's new? I feel like I should switch my weapon for something else. Oof, that's a bit mean. Thunderbolt on something that increases my elemental defense. It's not bad. Huh?
Also, the game was like
A bit more quiet? What do you mean by that?
like the game is more low volume. I don't know if that's what you wanted it to be a little.
Is it unnoticeable, or can you still hear it somewhat?
I can still hear it somewhat.
Okay. Is it being drowned out by my voice, or is my voice clear enough to be heard but not overpowering?
The sound effects is being drowned out a bit by my voice.
Okay, the sound effects are like the lowest thing I have, so it's fine. I never got to use the tree spear. There's so many weapons I want to use. I really wish the tree spear Ash of War was like the javelin throw. That would have been cool, but apparently it's Sacred Order, which is an incantation. Cool. I'll just equip a talisman in my offhand second slot and use that instead. Come on, man. Make these weapons like changeable with the Ashes of War or something, because you got the lance right here. I doubt you can throw it, but still. You can throw this, but it's also a normal spear. A clean rot spear. Yeah, Sacred Phalanx. We need more stuff like this. The unique stuff. Unique. Unique. Not unique. Unique, but doesn't work outside the boss room. Can be changed with the Ashes of War. Like, either make it unique or make it interchangeable with Ashes of War. I mean, obviously, well, yeah, these ones aren't unique at all. Impaling Thrust, Charge Forth, come on, people. Just make it interchangeable if you're gonna put the basic stuff on. I know, I said I'd get ready for... Yeah, I probably should be using an intelligence weapon instead. I like how my efforts to press down on the D-pad were so bad it just looked like I was hovering over an unupgraded Giza wheel. Alright, I was not going to choose that. Not in a million years. Unless I upgrade it. Yeah, you need to keep your eye on her. She's trying it immediately again. Wow, quality, great stars. That cat is getting really annoying. I know it doesn't do damage, but at least it heals me on hit, which is what I like. Should probably just change out Holy Ground for Barricade Shield like it was before, because I forgot how slow everything is in Elden Ring. I'm used to practical demon souls. Oh, it's over there. Okay. I'll wait for him then. Can y'all chill? Like, seriously. Here comes anxiety to ruin my day. I should turn around. God, I keep forgetting how slow everything is. Jeez. The halberd seemed okay, but this is slow. I probably went over it, so I need to be like this. I forgot how everything's telegraphed. I'm not saying there's not telegraphed things in Demon Souls, but I don't know if it's this bad. Okay, I'm bringing out the whip. Wait a minute, I got this. Yeah, we'll give that a try. No, I procced it too early thinking it would take forever to charge up, even though I had just used it before to test it out. Yeah, I'm still awake. Not really waking up, more like, warming up. There we go, got it. I know it's a useless Ash of War, but I'm still gonna get it, because I'm one of those people that sees shiny and has to collect, you know? I just have to use Marika's hammer, so it might do better than the slower hammer that does less damage somehow. Where are my intelligence weapons at? Ooh. Okay. Damn, Meteoric Ore Blade, isn't that good? CCD. Come on, it's plus 10. It should be AAD, or, sorry, AAC, or AA. You know, it's a katana. It should be Strength A, Dex A, Intelligence B. Or, like, Intelligence S, Strength and Dex, like, B. Am I a better scaler than From Software, or are they, like, purposely making these weapons weak so that when we get the DLC weapons, it actually feels like a good weapon because it does damage? No, don't worry about Lucy, she's just moving. She's not going for your food, don't worry. She begs for food, she doesn't just go for it like Ember. If you notice her starting to sniff at your food, just be like, no, you know? Wing of Estelle. No, it's slow, I remember. God, so many of these would be interesting, but they're so slow. No wonder status effect reigns supreme. Everything can't swing fast enough, except for the daggers and curved swords. Either that, or you need hyper armor. But if you get bled, you're not gonna have your hyper armor anymore. Why do the faith weapons do so much more damage? I have more intelligence. Yeah, Star Scourge Greatsword plus 10. Strength B, Dex, and Intelligence D. It should be Strength, Intelligence B, and Dex D is fine. Because it's a strength, you're dual wielding great swords that use gravity magic. I mean, it's a boss weapon for crying out loud. It should be at least stronger than the basic stuff. But no, this gets a strength in S and a D in intelligence. The Ruin's great sword, something you get off of a random boss in a cave somewhere. That's unupgraded, so I can't make a comment on that. Like, I get if you can infuse it with heavy, and then that would make it an S, and then a D and a D. But this is just B, D, and D. You can't even like put quality or magic or anything like that. Okay, I just need to search without getting triggered by bad stats. Okay. I could try Dark Moon. To be fair, I always use Dark Moon though because it's the heaviest hitter I know of that isn't cheap. Because point blank strikes with it is insanely good. Gives 2 hitboxes for the price of 1. And I hope we get like a more From Software accurate Moonlight in the DLC. Because if we don't, I'm gonna be a little bit upset. I feel like a skiff would be a good warm up. I kind of wish you held these over your shoulder, but you kind of just hold them at your waist like they weigh something. Even though you literally carry like big hammers and whatnot. It's like a wooden stick with a rusty iron blade at the end of it. Shouldn't be too heavy, especially since said rusty iron blade isn't thick. Like, I feel like this, okay, it's a bit thick on that, but you see the edge, it's much thinner. But it's not nearly as thick as a great hammer. Like, seriously. You can hold those over your shoulder. Like, I feel like you should just hold this over your shoulder for intimidation reasons. The moveset should be, like, deceptively quick. That'd be really cool to have a skiff moveset be. Come on, what is that tracking? I missed. I got the dismounter. First Kaiden I take down. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna use my golden great shield for now. So that I can use this. Yet another reused Dark Souls asset that is better than most things in Elden Ring. That are from Elden Ring anyway. To be fair, most everything is from Dark Souls. Besides the armor, which is basically Dark Souls 3 equivalent of armor. Like, I did the math. Dark Souls 3 is barely worse than Elden Ring's Bull Goat armor. Like, you compare Havel and Bull Goat, they're basically the same. Havel has more elemental defense than Bull Goat. Yo, this thing does damage to these guys. Okay. Frost and Bleak. I didn't even see him. Sounds like the cats are breaking stuff again. When are they not giving me a break? Basically anytime they're awake. That was in the upstairs bathroom, by the way. Wow. Only missing is like Blood Flame Blade or something, just to quickly smack him once with it. Oh. I don't think I have Catch Flame. No, I just Golden Vow and Terra Magica. I really need to like go through my builds and just see what I need to sort out, because obviously I didn't really prepare properly, and I'm just... Welcome to Inventory Sorting Simulator. I hope you guys enjoy. It's a joke. Y'all are weak. Like, jeez. This is supposed to be the highest difficulty, and these guys are weak. What happened? Okay. They probably just fell over. Okay, I'm glad they didn't break anything this time. Because I found Thor sitting on broken glass again. Because, you know, what in this house can't be broken by either a cat or weathering? Or erosion, I should say. Oh, there you are. Like I said, it's been a minute. Also, my TV is dark, so what you guys are seeing is probably better than what I'm seeing. Like, I just start my attack and they die. Oh boy, frame rate drop. Oh, you're the big one. You'd think with all his armor I'd have better poise. But like I said, this be Dark Souls 3 numbers. And maybe if this were Dark Souls 2 numbers or Dark Souls 1 numbers, we might actually, you know, be strong. Without needing status effects. I know I'm bitching about, or complaining about status effects while I'm using them. But the point is, I basically just have to use them to conquer any challenges, because the limits of the player character are way too small, soon. If they didn't nerf, I can't speak. If they didn't nerf leveling, I feel like it would have been a much more enjoyable experience. I mean, these early game areas are a joke. Like, seriously. Boss dead already. Like, I need to be hired in at From Software for, like, the New Game Plus stuff, because this needs to change. Like, Dark Souls 3 did some stuff. Dark Souls 2 did the most. Elden Ring just did as much as Bloodborne, which is basically nothing. I didn't know what the second one was. There you are. Nice try, but I saw you. It's bad that doesn't light up the cave. Well, it probably does on your guys. Oh, speaking of being able to light up the cave, I have a hand lantern from Bloodborne. Or should I say the lantern? They didn't really think about changing the name that much. I mean, fair, there's not much to change. Bloodborne is their game anyway. Shoot, I wouldn't even be upset if they reused Gehrman's Skith moveset for the Skiths. Like, that would be better than what we got from Dark Souls 3, but at least they switched up the Skith movesets, where they're actually good now. Okay, they were pretty good before, especially Freed's Great Sith, but not counting DLC, they were kinda all the exact same. It's underwhelming. This one is more overwhelming. Not overwhelming, it's better. It's not overwhelming. How many dragon... 17 dragon hearts. Damn. I already have these spells, though. I have 17 dragon hearts, and I just started. That's New Game Plus for you. You take all your items except for your key items with you. Alright, I got this Grace. And then I'm gonna go back to the Church of Ella. I should probably go back to the cave, unless Bach's not there. Yeah, Lucy likes the table because it's keeping her safe from the fleas. Alright, I'm gonna teleport to Coastal Cave real quick. Oh my god. It's the Elder Scrolls problem all over again. When the cursor doesn't snap to the nearest site of grace, it just... They could have organized the map a little better, too. Like, they have a Sites of Grace button. So instead of just making Sites of Grace on the map, like, if you didn't need to snap onto them in Travel Zone, which you don't, you have a triangle button that takes you to this menu, where you've got a list of every single grace you have unlocked. But no, instead of just having that be the menu, let's make it 2 ways you can travel. Okay, Bach's not here, I probably just need to go talk to him. Gate front it is. I'm sorry, I'm venting because I'm aspiring to be a game designer. I like to pick apart things and see where people went wrong. But I also want to see what angle they were coming from. But I can't do that unless I have an interview. Otherwise I'm just seeing what their work is telling me. And their work is telling me that this ain't finished. This was... I wouldn't say it's rushed, because they changed a lot. Like, they changed a lot. How would you call all your buddies, dude? Come on. Thank you. I didn't really need to charge that up. Okay, I had some hyper armor with that. I like how I don't get to dodge until after they're done swinging. Okay, I need my shield. 800 damage on Frost, really. He didn't get staggered out of that, even though the guard break. Dude has a sword. Not even a great sword. It's just a normal sword. Yeah, I can't. I really wish they need to buff guard counters. Because they're called counters, not just guard strikes. Yeah, I don't really need the shield for groups. I see you blocked magic. I didn't think that you could. Alright, there's no second platform. I know I don't need these, I'm still getting them because ooh treasure, you know? Yeah, I guess the demi-humans are just weak, because these guys are actually built New Game Plus like. I keep forgetting that I'm like level 500 something. Like in Dark Souls 3, I only got to like level 400 before I was like, yeah, no, this game has peaked. It's over. This game peaked at like New Game Plus 3. It is boring now. Because I just keep dying left and right, no matter what build I use. Like, you can respec all the respec attempts you can to try out all the builds that people thought were overpowered in normal game, and they will just be completely demolished by the Dark Souls 3 enemies in late game because everything has like 4 times their original attack scaling in the DLCs and whatnot. I mean, it's not as heavy as Elden Ring, where you got like 5 times in the Halig Tree, which is already stronger than Dark Souls 3 DLC, but the player character is also boosted in Elden Ring. You gotta remember that. Like, they better increase the max level in Elden Ring and make the prices cheaper, or like, gee, I don't know, maybe remove the soft cap being where it is and just move it up to being level 80. And then like hard cap is 99, obviously. Cause like 80 should be optimal, I feel like, because it took me, how long did it take me? 600 hours to get 500 levels. That's like less than a level an hour. And by less than a level an hour, I mean like I'm not even getting a level an hour. That's how slow this EXP is. I can get faster EXP in Final Fantasy 11 without the EXP campaign event. That's how slow this is. In 11, you get like 2k a kill with like maximum EXP ring, which is 150% increased EXP. I like how I walk into the guy next to the carriage instead of the knight that's fighting me right now. I like how you just kind of spin it there if you miss. I really thought that would work, but it's not a parry or a shield bash. Yeah, I kind of miss the Demon Souls shield bash, where you just slam the large shield into the ground and like, you know, actually do damage. There's a cat in a place they're probably not supposed to be. Either that or Ava's just looking at something. I need to stop being distracted. Alright, gate front's pushover. I'm trying to talk to Bach here, brain. I know you'd rather vent about the game like you have so many other times, but let's focus on the gameplay, not the rants. I mean, I get everyone's seen this game like 1,000 times, but oh, that's different. than everything else. I guess I should say that's unique. Kinda wish the heavies would release when you release them and not a second later.
Yeah, you there? Stop pretending you can't see me.
How is the full charged faster than the normal? There we go. Oh wow. Yeah, I will definitely say Skith's got an upgrade in this game. Or the Reaper class. I don't know why I was about to mock it. It's not lame. Yeah, the Golden Halberd... The... Alright, I'll help you out.
What'd you go and do that for?
Hey, it's not X, it's triangle.
You were just breaking the spell, weren't
Stop.
you? Thank you.
Speeding through, okay?
I was pushed out of the cave, told not to come back, not ever. Then I ended up as a tree. Lucky you came along, really. Oh, what a shame. When they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I owned. And so this is all I have to express my thanks. I hope you can forgive me. If you can afford to wait for a while, I could sneak back into the cave and bring back something of actual value. Then I'd be of some real use to you, I reckon.
It's okay, Abak. I already took care of that cave. You don't need to go over there.
Right. I'll need a moment. I'm frightened of them. So I have to gather myself. My knees start knocking, just thinking about that god-awful cave on the shore.
Alright, let's teleport. I don't know why I feel like I need to do their quest lines every single time, but I mean, I guess it's just a routine with me. It's turning into one anyway. Alright, when I'm at this Grace, I'll finish up talking to Bach, and then I'm gonna work on the dragon. But before I kill the dragon, I need to actually...
Oh, you must leave this place at once. They'll rush in and beat you to a pulp. You'll end up just like me. Wait. Is that what I think it is? You got it back for me. My sewing needle.
He's so slow at reacting. Already given it to him like 5 seconds ago. It's okay.
What made you go and do a thing like that? My mum was a seamstress, and that sewing kit was all I had to remember her by. I always wanted to be just like sweet old mum. Then I suppose I can't just curl up and die, can I? Thank you. You're very kind. I always wanted to be a seamstress like my mum. And I suppose I can't just curl up and die, can I?
Alright, let's switch around our build. Put on the other shield. I think it's funny how Halig Tree is better than Golden by like a single point. And I guess, you know, I guess the absorptions are much better as well, besides lightning. But it's only by like 2 points, which is 2%. It's the best moddable shield, basically. I don't even know if this does anything, because online there's a lot of people just saying, oh, it doesn't do anything. Unless it was the Great Shield Talisman people were talking about, in which case that would kind of make more sense. Although not really, because it's called a Great Shield Talisman. You'd think it'd be usable on Great Shields, more effective than normal shields. I don't know. I wish I had some part in the scaling. Because, like, you could make really good weapons in base game if you really wanted to. And, like, this should be, like, spinning slash with parentheses, destined death or something. And just have, like, a destined death effect on it. But no, it's just basically the same as this, just not customizable. And just a little cool, aura on it when you use it. I think. I don't even remember. Let me see. Since Bach's not here. Nope. Not even that. Cool. So it's just worse than this. Oh, but it does more damage. Yes, but let me show you why it's better. It doesn't matter what Ash of War I put on it. You can put repeating thrust on a halberd, and I get this one has a point, but it's like a curved point. It's a little harder to stab accurately with. Flaming Strike is tempting. Alright, so quality. I'm not sure that's better. Yeah, no. I'd have to upgrade it to really show you guys the difference. Obviously, unupgraded, this one's better. But this one's customizable. The only reason why this one does more damage for me is because... Actually, no, the scaling doesn't really matter because the pluses are only 50 and 20 versus 90. The added value is actually higher than this one. It's the base value that's weaker. I feel like they did well. Like, the attribute scaling here makes more sense for unupgraded weapons. This one's already a C with Dex being an E. If the max level is plus 25, then that's like 2 more letter grades the main one could go up. At least. It's like, it should go from a C to a B to an A, and then dexterity should be like an E to a D to a C. Because, like, the max level, you'd expect it to be good, right? And then, like, with these ones, since you've got 2 main stats, you had to lower them a letter grade, so... It'd be a B in Strength and Faith, and then a C in Dexterity. Which would make it better than the standard halberd. Minus this one is augmentable, or whatever you want to use. I haven't used a sword spear in a while. I suppose it doesn't matter what Ash of War as long as I can enchant it. It doesn't tell me the damage while I'm in this menu. Dang it. I just have to guess or do head math or math. I said head math. Wait, what? What? Wait, why does keen do more damage than quality? And heavy just removes the dexterity. But I mean, it goes to A, I guess. I mean, it does 1 less damage than quality, minus the base. Why is the base just stripped completely? It's like the strength scaling does hardly anything. My strength and dexterity are even. Quality should be better than keen. It's also pretty sad to see that heavy is B. I mean, okay. This is like a standard halberd, I guess, so it's passable because it's a standard halberd. Albeit, I feel like halberds should use equal strength and dexterity, because they're very top heavy, but they also require edge alignment, especially a sword spear. Like an axe you can chop and stab with, this you can cut, chop, and stab with, and block from afar, which, you know, you still can't do very well with these weapons in these games. Well, if it's got a crossguard, no, that's just decoration. I feel like guard counters should have been like perfect. Well, actually, no, guard counters should stay what they are. But like, I feel like they should have added like a perfect block mechanic for like stuff like the sword spear or straight swords or anything with a crossguard or the ability to block. Obviously, the really heavy weapons like the greatsword, ultra greatsword wouldn't have the perfect block because, I mean, it's a big slab of metal you're just slamming into the ground basically. All that would do is just like make them bounce off and then continue attacking. Versus this, where you could actually like, I mean, it's a sword spear, so you could like deflect their blade and stab them for crying out loud. Obviously, the perfect parry should just be like a perfect block should just act like a parry, because you can't put parry on everything. But then everyone would use that instead of parry. But like, you also have more innovative parries in this game. I don't even know why I'm going over this. I'm supposed to be playing the game. I'm supposed to be playing the game. This is my brain every day I play this game. These two are exactly the same. Kind of makes me sick. I mean, the only difference is guard damage negation and damage type. Actually, let me try, like... I shouldn't even be worried about PvP. I should just use what I like. Ooh, well, I can't really hit anything. I guess I could bust out the quick step. Shamshir. Considering this is plus 24 Shamshir. Don't mind if I do. Alright, so we got 305, 458. Actually, yeah, we'll just do it this way, since the game wants to do it the long way. Alright, so it's right hand 2. Okay. It's right hand 2, 763. With Keen. I don't know why quality is dubbed useless when you're leveling strength and dexterity equally. That definitely should not be a thing. Alright, I'm gonna keep Golden Vow, even though I just removed it. And then I'm gonna put on... Don't worry, I'm not just looking at Burno Flame, I'm looking at all the other stuff too. I really want to use the Black Blade. Because for bosses that have a lot of HP, I could just open with that, but then I could just use the Black Blade itself. There's sorceries. Not that I have anything against sorceries. Actually, I should be using sorceries. Really wish the Blood Flame Blade and the Black Flame Blade lasted longer. They don't do much anyway. You gotta nerf them. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, my faith is 60, my intelligence is 80, yet somehow all my faith weapons do more damage than my intelligence weapons. Like, do I have like a scarab? No, I don't. I don't have a scarab on. So I have no idea what his problem is. Alright, anyway, back on track. 763. And then if we do magic, 777, so it's more damage. Frost should do slightly less, but have the frost status effects, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so Frost brings the dex back up, lowers the intelligence to a D from a C, increases strength from an E to an E, because we all know that makes sense. Like, at least give us a plus or a minus before the letter to let us know whether it's E plus, E minus, or E neutral. But no, we have to guess. Is that E minus going into E, I forget the word I just said earlier, neutral? Or is that E neutral going into E plus? We can't tell. I feel like this should do... Actually... Okay, so the base on magic gets lower, but the scaling gets better. No, it's worse. It's worse by 20 of all things. So magic does more than frostbite, but that's expected because frostbite does big damage. They're literally exactly the same. Minus bleed has a slight edge by like the ones place. Like the scaling and the base in the ones place is just higher. Because you could just take the 20 off of 407 and just slap it on to 279, to making it 299 and 387. It's like it does just that much more damage, which again is weird because my arcane, dex, and strength are all even, albeit, you know, to be fair, this one doesn't have any downsides versus this one, which is strength and dex downsides. Factus has a better B scaling, I guess it's called, never mind. It has a better B scaling than quality. Sorry. If this does more, I'm just gonna be upset. 771, that's dangerously close to magic. My intelligence is higher than my faith, and... Alright, maybe I should reawaken one more time. Just throw everything into faith instead of intelligence, because intelligence is basically useless, I guess. Yeah, these blood and poison are the same. Let's try lightning. I doubt it'll do more. Probably does less. Yep. Not as bad as frost, I don't think. But still. I understand why lightning damage is weaker because player characters aren't as resistant to it. Yeah, I don't know why Keen is better than quality. Like, I can show you my stats right now. Oops. 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 64, 80. I mean, come on. Quality should be better than Keen. But the base is what screws it over. Like, have I reached a limit on damage with 459? I mean, come on. Keen it is, because at least I can put grease on it to make it do even more damage. Speaking of grease, let's switch this out for some grease. I kind of would have preferred, like, talismans. Lightning talisman, magic talisman, fire talisman, holy talisman, poison talisman, rot talisman, blood talisman, freezing talisman, sporific talisman, dragon wound talisman, shield talisman. But I mean, to be fair, they go their way with oil a lot and pine resin, so I guess it just fits. I mean, talisman would still be better than just sandpaper that magically ignites your weapon in lightning or arcane. But yeah, the arcane one actually makes sense because it's from an Phantom shell in Bloodborne. Yeah, I don't know how this magic grease isn't just used in warfare all the time. Alright, I guess we see which one does more damage. So, wait a minute. It's saying 763 now. Oh, it was magic that was 777. Okay, okay. I was remembering incorrectly. 848, okay. That's the fire, and then let's have it reset. Okay, I forgot I could just do that. Magic grease, 848 as well, so they're equal in 848. $848. Does it really not matter which grease you use? You just have to use the correct grease for what the situation calls for. I mean, I'm all for that, but I feel like the grease should have some scaling off your stats. Yeah, I feel like they're all 848, except for like the status effect ones. Which I'm gonna use Frost. Okay, 763. So this just adds Frostbite onto the weapon. Albeit it doesn't tell me how much. So the greases actually do quite a bit. And if I switch this to Exalted Flesh, and then Fire Grease, we can now go mess some mofos up. Sorry to keep you guys waiting for so long. That's what I get for not touching the game in so long. I feel like I'm forgetting something. My flasks. Yes, thank you for reminding me. Nobody in my head. I'm a wreck, if y'all couldn't tell. It's like my ADHD is kicking into overdrive because that's the stress mentally and physically. Mainly physically, I feel like, but it's probably more mental than I'm realizing. Can y'all not tear down the house? Carrie, can you go make sure they're not about to break something? I feel like they're up on a table. Alright, you guys aren't even worth it. Be nice if you guys dropped torches when the ones with torches die. But no. Like, I feel like boss weapons should have like a privilege of being better because they come from a boss. Like, Melania's hand should be better than like Rivers of Blood or something. Minus the bleed buildup on Rivers of Blood should be better.
What happens as soon as I went in?
Meaning something probably fell in there. Should probably check if anything fell. Yes, it should be 848. Although I probably should be using lightning against these little guys. I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, that's like 500 a hit. Let's see how much the lightning grease does. Bro, I hate how I'm min-maxing this bad. But, you know, this is Elden Ring. You gotta min-max because your character's too weak. Okay, that was unfair. That was a heavy. $700. Okay, they're weak to lightning. Confirmed. Alright, those are the wrong arrows. You really don't see me. I still got my raw arrows equipped. At least I'm not maxed on Grave Glove Work, jeez. Should probably reserve this for the boss, but oh well. Come on down. Oh, it's a one-time hit, okay. Whoop. Rattling Pate. Down with yous. Yeah, definitely wasted the grease. Looks like my robustness is pretty high. That's good. I mean, this shield's not a Great Shield of Glory, but Great Shield of Glory also lowers your stamina recovery. This thing's about as close as we're gonna get to that 88 or 89 guard boost to the Great Shield of Glory. I feel like Havel's was still better due to the stamina regen being better. It's a debate between the two because, like, one's better at guarding against attacks. This can sometimes negate stamina damage if the attack is low enough. Damn it. I should just focus on... Yep, just take forever to swing your weapon. It's not like you're in danger. God, the heavy takes so long. This is why people rather go for guard counters. They don't take forever to swing. Unlike this. Like, why does my character need time to, like, rev up? It's not like I'm trying to charge it when I tap the button. This is charging it. It takes twice as long. I know the two-hand moveset's better. I'm just... really want one of these games to have a good moveset that I can enjoy without being like, oh yeah, this was great when I first found it, but now that every boss basically kicks my ass for using it, it's no longer enjoyable. Like, I don't want that to be my gameplay experience, okay? I don't want to min-max everything. I want to enjoy the game. And say as I pull out a Dragon Communion seal. But seriously, I don't like playing games like this. I don't like min-maxing. I just want to, like, put weapon skill damage on a fucking great katana that does like 40% more weapon skill damage in Final Fantasy 11 just on the katana alone, active at all times. But is that possible? Nope. You know why? Because this is Elden Ring. Ashes of War, even though they're weapon arts, but you know, it's whatever. Ashes of War are just really, really weak. Because most of them are from Dark Souls. I'm sure a lot of you are going to take offense to that, but if they were updated, like some of them are, in worse ways than they were in Dark Souls 3. And then others are just straight up stripped from Dark Souls 1. Like, this weapon's moveset the Barbaric War does make it better than Dark Souls 1 moveset, but I feel like Dark Souls 1 moveset is better than this one's basic moveset. In terms of combat pacing, I should say. I want to be clear about that. It's in terms of combat pacing. Because Elden Ring's combat is slightly faster than Dark Souls 1. Don't get me wrong. Alright. We're gonna go in. Yeah, just go around me. Right, my bad. I need to wait. Yeah, because Shockwave breaks my guard and then his sword hits me. You know, the sword doesn't hit the ground first. Oh no, it's the Shockwave. Oh, of course I miss. Oh my god, I almost missed that. Come on, FromSoft. You're lucky that actually landed, because if I was still in my recovery animation and he got out of his... that was too close. That was too close for comfort. The reason I say it's close is because I almost missed that visceral. Or critical, or whatever you want to call it. That should not happen with a weapon in a game. The enemies should either be down longer if the weapon can't keep up, or the weapon should be faster with recovery times. You see how long my character was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna bring this thing around my shoulder, just, you know, as slow as I possibly can to barely get, like, dude was getting off the floor when I pressed the R1 button, because I didn't want to spam the R1 button, because I didn't just want to miss it entirely and smack him in the face. That wouldn't have been ideal. Yeah, I feel like I should just go for Moonlight. Screw it. Or maybe I'll try this axe out. This is the axe I used. Oh, that's much smaller than I thought it was. Maybe it's... Oh, it's this one, right? It was the axe. Or one of the two axes I used for my God of War cosplay that I did. Yes, I know, I did it. Everyone's done it, okay? Everyone that's played God of War, anyway. Speaking of, I didn't finish that because PS Now decided to cease existing. I'm not paying... Well, okay, it was a free trial of PS Now, so... it expired before PS Now did, but... yeah... kinda doesn't exist anymore. So, you can say goodbye to my God of War as well. Of course it's just the body piece. Why would it be anything else? Okay, I'll be... those pants and the body piece go really well together. Yeah, I feel like I should be using a different weapon now. You know what? I'm gonna go Twin Blades. I haven't used Twin Blades in a while. Well, I haven't used anything in a while. That's the point of this video, is me warming up for the DLC. Oh, did I dual wield these? I think I did dual wield these. It's like, Elden Ring is more fun than Dark Souls 3, don't get me wrong, but there's still a lot of Dark Souls lingering in Elden Ring that I feel like is holding back its potential. Now, a lot of that potential we saw in the DLC trailers. I'm really hyped about that, because I really want to experience those weapons firsthand. Because they look Elden Ring original, for finally. Okay, yeah, Twin Blades are definitely fun. Okay, so I got a message, I'm gonna check it out real quick. Actually, you know what? Y'all can watch Finlay tear these guys up. Curse of blood for me on torrent. Finlay, you're not losing to these guys, are you? Jesus, fuck. Like, they knocked me off right as I pressed the L3 button. Yeah, I forgot how useless Spirit Ashes are in, New Game Plus 7. I'll just do everything myself. At least Finlay's got some regen. Because we all know you get to have movement like that, and I don't. At least you can take on a wolf. With ease, anyway. Alright, I'm gonna check that message out. Alright, well, Trout's... Well, I mean, to be fair, no one's here anyway, but Trout is, offering to play, so... I haven't played with him in a couple months, I feel bad. Because I haven't been able to play in months. So... Thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry this had to be another talk fest of problems. But I'll see you guys around. I hope you guys will enjoy my future content, if you didn't enjoy this, at least. I'm getting better at the character creator, at least. Bye!